Christians need to learn how to speak to the Abdul. Let us learn how to get the Abdul busted. Now the question here should return to the Muslims. Why your God Allah cannot protect his book if this is his book? You Muslims, by accusing your God that his book is corrupt, you are accusing your God not to be God. As long Allah, he is the one who entrusted the protection of the book to the Jews, specifically the rabbis, and the Jews obviously they did fail Allah trust. It is the fault of who? Today our topic about the corruption of the Bible of Allah. You know, the Muslims, and actually this is my program today is meant to speak to the Christians before the Muslims, because the Christians need to learn how to speak to the Abdul or the Muhammadan. A Muslim right away, he come to you and he hit you saying, oh, you know what, your Bible is corrupt. And right away the Christian person, he ignite to defend and say, no, it's not true, this is false. We have a lot of manuscript, and the Muslims not even the same, like yeah, yeah. So you spend your day trying to explain to him, but he is not even listening. So please, Christians, stop doing that, and let us learn how to get the Abdul busted. Are we ready? Are we? I don't want you to debate the Muslims. I want you to get them busted. When a Muslim, he says to you that the Bible is corrupt, first of all, he is not talking about your Bible, the one we see in the screen. He's talking about the Bible of Allah. The Muslim believe that Allah, he sent a book. One of them is called the Gospel, which sent to Isa. In Arabic, the Quran call it Injil, which is a Greek word, and that is a problem for Islam. And the Torah. So when a Muslim, he accused the Torah to be corrupt, he's talking about the Torah of Allah. When he's talking about the Gospel to be corrupt, he is talking about the Gospel of Isa, which is the Gospel of Allah. So you as a Christian, what's your problem? Why you need to defend such an accusation? I want you from now on to be careful. I'm not saying that we are not being smart, but you see, most of us, we are just copy paste. I mean, nobody want to use a little bit, like, think about it first think of the question first. You see, the Muslim is not an atheist, he is not a Hindu, he is not a Buddha. He is a person who have a book, and his book says that his God, he sent the Torah and the Gospel. So why you don't answer him from his book? Chapter 3, verse number 3, it says it clearly from the beginning of the Quran, that it is Allah who sent the Torah, and he is the one who sent the Gospel. As long as the Muslims agree and admit that this is a book sent by their God, which we don't believe in him anyway, but this is what they believe, so debate them with their belief. As long it is Allah who sent the Gospel, as you see, to Jesus, and Allah, he sent the Torah to Moses, that means this is the book of Allah. Now the question here should return to the Muslims. Why your God Allah cannot protect his book if this is his book? Why your God Allah cannot protect the Torah if this is his book? Why Allah was in vacation? I want to see any Muslim who have the courage and the knowledge to call us and to explain to us who is the one who is making the madness here. You Muslims, by accusing your God that his book is corrupt, you are accusing your God not to be God. Because you see, the book is not my book. The book is the book of the one who sent, and the one who wrote, and the one who said. If the Gospel we see in the front of us on the screen is a book made by Allah, and if the one who is speaking there is Allah, then Allah book is corrupt. So why you are saying that to me? Why you don't say that to your God? I want you right now to phone your God and say to him, hey Allah, look like you're an idiot. You make books, but you cannot protect them. And by the way, Allah, he have a history of being idiot. Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger according to Muslims. And the Muslims, they claim that Allah protected only one book. So imagine we give Allah a job to work in the library and we leave him with 124,000 books. And then we come back after 1,000 years and we find only one book in the shelf. It's called the Quran. How you can do that? How we can trust such a God? His name is Allah, if he cannot even protect his own book. I have a book, but nobody can corrupt my book. Go ahead, be my guest. I am more powerful than Allah. 124,000 messenger. Is that a joke? Can you name them for me? No, Allah knows best. Your God even could not name prophets who they are very well known in the Quran. He could not name them correctly. So who is the Abdul who is going to call me? We will discuss this funny topic which Muslims, they love to talk about it. The gospel is corrupt, the Torah is corrupt. Who is the brave Muslim? He have the courage and the knowledge to call us. Because really I find that this is very funny and very interesting, and this is additional proof that your God Allah is a shish kebab God. A God who sent the gospel but he cannot protect the gospel. A God, he sent the Torah but he cannot protect the Torah. And what make it more horrible, guess what? According to Islam, Allah wrote the whole Torah by his hand. If Allah write the Torah by his hand, all of it, which means imagine how many trucks Moses is going to carry. All the Torah Allah he wrote by his hands, and then he gave it to Moses. And how Moses is going to carry the Torah after that? So the first thing, you as a Christian, when a Muslim he says to you that the Bible is corrupt, what do you say to him? Somebody tell me in the text, please. What we say to him? What we answer the Muslim with? We say to him, you are saying the Bible of Allah. And right away you will see his face turn upside down. No, don't say the Quran, say the Bible of Allah. We are not talking about the Quran now. We are talking about the Bible, the Torah and the gospel specifically. And you will see the Muslim right away, his tail go between his legs and he have nothing to say in a second. And what make it more stupid, you know, when we read the Quran, we find that the Muslims, obviously, they do not know what their book is talking about. So if we go and read the Quran, we find that the Quran defeat Muslims about what they claim about the corruption of the book, which is the book of the Christians. How Allah he spoke to any human? The Quran says that Allah he speak to people by inspiration. Okay, the inspiration of Allah was sent to the people, and then the inspiration disappear. People die, people live, generation come, generation go. There's one only, he stay alive, that is God. So the duty of protecting a book should be protected, that the duty of the one who made the book, which is his book, who is always alive, and he always can protect the book. Otherwise a human being, they die. So why Allah cannot protect a book? Here we will give you an example. In chapter 5 verse number 44, it says the following. Do you know when there is somebody, he did not pass his class, he was lazy all the year, going to disco, nightclub, taking hashish? No, my friend, I don't go to speaker corner. Speaker corner is something for me, I don't like it, because it's people shouting and there's a few people there anyway. Right now I'm speaking to 510 people. I just started saying hello. Why I want to go to speaker corner? In a speaker corner I cannot show reference. People they scream, people they shout. I'm not going to there. At the same time, I am a person, I get angry fast. Yes, I have patience, but I'm at the end of the day, you know, I prefer not to be in such an atmosphere. It was we who revealed the law to Moses. Okay, Allah confirmed that it is we. Here we go. Allah, he say we. Allah is one, but he say we. The Muslim, they say to you, he say we, because this is a royal speak. I mean, this is funny to be royal, because if Allah is royal, that means the prince, the crown prince of Saudi and Allah, they are from the same family. What royal? Either he is one or he is we. It is we who revealed the law to Moses. Therein was guidance and light. Okay, so Allah he sent guidance and light. Okay, why the guidance and the light is corrupt? How you can corrupt the light of Allah? How you can corrupt the light of Allah? Let me show you something stupid about Islam. If we go in different verse in the Quran, it says the following. Chapter 9 verse number 32. Laugh with me. Fain they would extinguish Allah light with their mouth. This is Muhammad hijab. The light of Allah. You cannot distinguish the light of Allah. Are you kidding me? You cannot. Then a question, Abdul, how this verse says nobody can extinguish the light of Allah, and here the light of Allah is corrupt? How in chapter 5 verse number 44 it says, let me 44, this remind me of hijab, 4,000 years, 4,000 years, not a single Jew who is instructed to worship one God, 4,000 years. Show me, silence me, answer me. Who is the Muslim wanna show me, answer me, silence me? This is the light of Allah, and the Quran confirmed that nobody can extinguish the light of Allah. Extinguish. Do you see it? Now this is a very clear contradiction, because nobody can extinguish the light of Allah. Show me, call me, answer me. So how one verse says nobody can extinguish the light of Allah, and other verse says that the Torah is the light of Allah, and then the Torah is corrupt? Who is the donkey here? Who is the donkey here? The light is Allah words. What do you mean what the light of Allah? The light is the Torah. Focus with me, guys, focus with me. Here in the verse here, the verse of Allah is his word teaching, you know. The light of Allah is his words, and Allah is a light. By the way, Muhammad is a light too. There's more than one light in Islam. The Quran says, this is why the Shia believe that Muhammad and his family, they are not a human. They are lights from the light of Allah. They used to be 5 stars in the forehead of Allah, and as a lamp spreading light. Muhammad is a lamp. By the way, it doesn't say as fast translation. It says وَدَاعِيًا إِلَى اللَّهِ بِإِذْنِهِ وَسِرَاجًا مُنِيرًا. Muhammad, he claimed that he is a shiny lamp. Do you see it? This is why all the Shia, I wish you guys speak Arabic, because I can make it the same the way they talk. They say it like this on TV. عيوني هذول مو هم بشر، هدول أنوار ربانية. رسول الله وآله أجمعين كانوا نجوم في جبهة الله سبحانه وتعالى. إخواني هذول مو بشر. Let me translate. People, my brothers, they are not a human. They are stars in the forehead of Allah. The Prophet and his family, they are light from Allah. The verse in front of you. And that explains why Muhammad, he said that when his mother, she gave birth to him, a light came from her, reached all the way to Syria. I was there at that time, and I have to be honest, I have a tan until now in my skin because of that light. But for some reason it makes smell, because I think it's coming from a... Do we have any Muslim? Do you see how we can defeat Islam in 2 words? I did not even say hello. I did not even start. This is just for a snack. Who is the Muslim wanna call us? Here we go. A Muslim is asking me to show his face. Why you don't ask Allah to show his face, a coward? Is it true that Allah, he speak to you from behind the curtain? Why? He is a female? My God, he came to me and his name is Jesus the Christ. What is the problem if you're God? Show me your face. If I show you my face, you will ask for more? I'm afraid that you are a Muslim. I show you my face, then you ask me to show you my neck, and then you ask me to show me my shoulder. And where you are going to stop with this? Are you going to debate me, or you want me to hello? Sound fishy for me. Do you want my face or you want my answers? What a stupid people. Nobody can extinguish the light of Allah. That then we find the light of Allah, which is the Torah, is being extinguished. And the funny, the Muslim, they keep saying to me, show me your face, but they are posting picture in YouTube saying this is me. If you have my picture, why you keep saying to me, show me your face, you idiot? If this is my picture as you claim, so why you keep asking me to show your face? I want to see your face. I have a debate once with the guy, his name Na'matullah Mumtaz. Na'matullah Mumtaz is from Taliban. This guy, he want to be famous, he want to be like Zakir Naik. So he challenged David Wood and Sam Shamoun. And you know, like in the debate with the ABN TV, there is no debate really. That's why I don't go there no more. You know, 5 minutes for you, 5 minutes for here. Everybody say whatever he want, and everybody go home. I don't do that. I do spanking. So the guy, he made a mistake, and he called me in Skype. And you should see what happened. We spent the first hour saying to me, "Show me your face. Show me your face." Suddenly, because he didn't want to start the debate, he's terrified. He just want to say to the Muslims, I did debate a Christian prince. After that, we did spank him as usual. And then the potato, he went to YouTube and he flagged the video saying this is invasion of my privacy. That is telling you how much victorious he was. Yeah, it is still in YouTube because there is many people they copy it before he took it down. His name Namatullah Mumtaz. He have an Islamic center, he have a big beard, he collect a lot of donation, and the Muslim they think like he is like a big deal, but the guy he have no idea what he's talking about. I mean, you want to debate me, are you sure? You see, actually, if I show you on Facebook, Muslims they text me, they say to me blah 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 blah. I say to him just one word, are you sure? The second I say to him, are you sure? He go mute because he knew that there is something will happen after. Are you sure? So now who is the Muslim is going to give us a call and he is sure that the Bible of Allah is corrupt? Any Muslim who is a Muslim wanna call us? You see, this is your favorite topic. Who wanna call us and explain to us why the Bible of Allah is corrupt? Isn't it this is the topic always you like? The Quran says nobody can extinguish the light of Allah. What is the light of Allah? And by the way, how you can extinguish the light of Allah? By your mouth, by talking? I thought you can do it in another way. What about writing? But Allah will not allow it. Allah will not allow it. Okay, hold on. If nobody can extinguish the light of Allah and Allah will not allow it, so what is the Christian princess doing right now? By the way, the light of Allah is not working. A blind man, he came to Muhammad. What Muhammad did to him? Did he make him see? How come the light of Allah did not work for the blind man? When the blind man, he came to Jesus, he made him see. That is the light of Jesus. Where is the light of Allah? A blind man came to Muhammad. Do you know what Muhammad did to him? He kicked his ass. He said, get out. I'm busy with the rich people of Quraysh. And then the people, they start talking about how Muhammad is a very, very bad person who have a very bad ethic. And the Christians and the Jews start making fun of him for he is kicking out the blind man. So Muhammad, he made a verse for himself saying that Allah told me, how you do that to the blind man? If. I mean, you see, I thought Allah guided Muhammad, and Muhammad, he will not do such a thing. So now this man, the blind man, became famous. Now, who is the Muslim wanna call us? We have a frozen topic here. People are waiting for you, the Muslims, to call us and explain to us how the gospel of Allah is corrupt. What a shame. I'm really ashamed of you, God of Islam. And look what happened to the God of Islam, guys. What happened is unbelievable. Do you want to know what happened, how the Torah is corrupt? Allah is giving us the story. Please sit down, bring your popcorn, and keep your mouth closed from time to time, because a fly might get in. Because what you will hear from Allah is astonishing. Allah here is giving us the reason why the Torah was corrupted, or what happened to the Torah. It was we guys, we are a corporation, Allah corporation, who revealed the law to Moses between two brackets. Therein was guidance and light. By it as a standard have been guided the Jews. By the prophet who bowed to Allah, I feel like crying. By the rabbis and the doctor of the law, for them was entrusted for the protection of Allah book. What? Hold on. Allah, he entrusted the rabbi to protect his book. What? Let me make the text bigger here for the blind one. Are you sure? Allah, he entrusted the rabbi, brother, to protect the Torah. Now Allah, he entrusted the protection of the book on the rabbi. How that happened? Who wanna call me and explain to me? Each time we show a Muslim a reference from their book, they say this is weak. Show me from Sahih al-Bukhari. Then we show them from Sahih al-Bukhari. They say Sahih al-Bukhari is a human. Oh boy. You know, one of the funny things about Quran, that Allah, he claimed that he gave the Torah to Moses. But in the Torah of Moses, Allah, he taught Moses that eye for an eye and nose for a nose. Give me your nose. Why you want my nose? Because you took my nose. That's very nosy, my friend. Eye for an eye, I got that, but it doesn't mean really, I mean, eye for an eye. This is an example of what the law is about. But nose for nose, eye for an eye, nose for a nose, ear for an ear, tooth for a tooth. Who is the Muslim want to call us? I really like it, nose for a nose. I find it very special, especially if my nose is big and your nose is smaller. I would love that. Hey guys, who want to exchange nose for a nose? You hit me in my nose and I take your nose in return. Hello? Hello? You see, Muhammad always he understand the law of Moses wrongly. Nose for a nose, eye for an eye. How Muhammad he understood this? In different verse he explained. You will go crazy when you see it. When the Quran says that Allah he entrusted the protection of the book on the Jews, specifically the rabbis and the doctors of law. By the way, there's nothing called doctors. I mean, doctors, I mean, translation is very funny. At that time, there's doctors. Anyway, that's funny. I love it. I love it when the Muslims translate their book. Question to the Muslims. As long Allah, he is the one who entrusted the protection of the book to the Jews, specifically the rabbis, and the Jews, obviously, they did fail Allah trust. It is the fault of who? The Jews or Allah? Because when I say, you see, this is your Muslim translation, not mine, and this is what the Quran is saying, is tuhfizu, entrusted. As long Allah, he chose certain people when he trusted them, and then those people they did not, or they were not trustworthy, that's mean Allah, he made a wrong decision. Guys, you understand what I'm saying? Are you listening? If I say that Allah, he trusted me, the second you say the word trust, what trust mean? Trust mean that in that moment I believed that you are a good person, correct? You are trustworthy. I made a decision, you are trustworthy, and this is why I trusted you. This is what it meant. And as long those Jews they were not trustworthy, that's mean Allah cannot be God, because he made wrong decision. He trusted the wrong one. How a Muslim can explain to us such a disaster? If you give somebody the keys for your house and you trust him, and then you come back and you find your house is empty, that's mean you were a fool. Excuse me. Allah, he gave the key of his secret words to the Jews, and the Jews, they got it and they took it and they ran away with it. That mean that Allah was a fool. Why he trusted the wrong one? So as you see here, the Quran is giving us a very stupid excuse why the Torah is not protected. And by the way, here in the verse it doesn't say that the Torah is not protected, but this is what the Muslim says. The verse itself does not say that. It says that Allah, he entrusted the rabbis to protect his book. That's it. This is the job of the rabbi. But as long as the Muslims they keep saying to us that Torah and the gospel are corrupt, that's mean Allah, he is the one to blame. He chose and he trusted the wrong ones, and that's mean that Allah cannot be God. Now if we go few steps more in the same chapter, we will find the following. Shall we? In verse number 46 it says, and in their footsteps, which mean the Jews footsteps and the prophet before, we send a guy, his name is Isa, not Jesus. In the Quran, the whole Quran, there's no Jesus. Muhammad, he got a name for a guy, his name is Isa. Who is Isa? We do not know. We are Arab Christians and we never use that name, and we never called anyone Isa. In Arabic we call him Yeshua, in Hebrew they call him Yeshua, and in the Greek, because they don't have equal words, became you know what you have it today as Jesus at the end of the Latin language. We do not know who's Isa, but forget about this for now. And in his footsteps we send Isa confirming the law that had come before him. Okay, question: why Allah he sent the Isa if the law which came before him is confirmed? I mean, do they need more prophet? The Jews already have a lot of prophets. What Isa he would do more? I mean, what is that? What for? They are already Jews. They are already believe in Allah, supposedly according to Islam, and they are already believe in Musa's. So why we need one more prophet? What this prophet will do? If Jesus is confirming the law of Musa's, why he came? According to Islam, what is the message? What is the purpose of sending Jesus? If the Jews still they have the law of Moses and they are following the law of Moses, so why Allah he send them one more? We are just trying to understand your logic, Muslims. We are not here to shout and to argue. We are here to prove what we say.